Now they try the right side here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Rivers now on 2nd down. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A big welcome back carry for David Johnson, who almost missed all of last year. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Desmond King making the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Barrett. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball at the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, Barrett. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Joey Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And he has got it. From 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire. And they did, holding them to a field goal.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hey, go orange. Orange.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. Barrett now on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Johnson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
To throw on 2nd down. Barrett. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll give him a yard on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. David Johnson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chargers getting set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 30 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll go on the ground. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Rivers, and this complete to Henry over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Parker unable to get that one.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Nelson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Barrett looks to throw on 1st. He sets to fire deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Barrett, screen play, Johnson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Here's Barrett on play action. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Barrett looking long for Thomas. And he fires one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Following the interception here, Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Keep it skinny. White. 52. 52's the mic. White.
On 1st and 10, Rivers going deep for Benjamin. He's got a man, complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for L.A. 58 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now a second down throw for Rivers. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Motion man. Watch 12. Watch 12.
Zero.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Let's go.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. So that one will be accepted. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Ohio!
Now Barrett. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. On 1st down, Barrett to throw. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Barrett. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Watch 23. Watch 23.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. Completes it to Dixon. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
To throw is Barrett. And his throw is incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Check. 31's the mic. Flex round! Flex round! They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Switch! Hut! Check the backer, check the backer.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Okay. Take it. 89!
The first down throw here for Rivers. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. K.J. Wright in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Final play of the half, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. 49, guys.
The final shot before break. Rivers. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. J.J. Nelson now to return. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Off the bootleg. Barrett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back to our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Rivers now on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to it after the pick 6. Rivers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this. On 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Son, Bill 180. White. 52 to Mike, boy, 52. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. 12. Right.
On third down, Rivers. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Hey! Set! 380!
Back two, the Mike. Mike back two.
Don't get nervous. Q. Mike 52. Keep it skinny. Yeah, Rocket.
Choose the Mike. Watch Mike.
Hey, left.
To the air again here, Rivers. And this one is incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
3-3.
Hey, Delta!
On second down, Rivers again. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. Still fighting for more. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Yeah, baby.
Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
We got 3, fellas.
Flex round!
On 3rd down, Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And an alley to run. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff. Johnson. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down or more. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. David Johnson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. And the Saints, they've now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rivers. And he's going to go down again. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter in Denver. The Broncos, they're just pouring it on in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Caught by Nelson left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Barrett looks to throw on 1st, and that's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Seahawks on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Barrett. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right back.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
We got 4.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Brandon, this is a good spot in the field to go for it. A lot of coaches call this no man's land. A field goal is no sure thing, and neither is a punt. They made the right choice, went for it, and picked up the first down.
First down, Rivers. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Hey, Rocket!
Rivers to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Rivers now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
380.
Got four.
Rivers again. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
They go play action here on 1st down. Lets it go for Nelson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 22. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Rivers escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
He better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And Johnson on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal.
Flex round. Flex round.
They get it to him running left. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They run. It's Johnson. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to pump the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Rivers on 1st down. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready! 380!
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
They'll throw again. Rivers. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Seahawks, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for our visitors, They'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.